was recommended by my uncle, Ritesh Chabra, to join Toastmaster.
Hello, yes.
Hello, Arun.
Yes, Myra, we are not able to hear you. Can you please
Hel-
speak loudly?
Hello.
Yes, yes, you are not now audible.
Okay. Do I have to repeat?
Yes, yeah, please.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Myra. I'm a student in Jaipur. I'm in class 12. I was recommended by my uncle. Uh, you may know him. His name is Ritesh Chabra, and I have a low self-esteem and confidence, so I hope I can improve it by joining this.
Thank you, Myra, for joining us. No worries, we would have a great session with you, and we will provide you opportunity to break the ice, and you can introduce yourself more to us. Thank you for joining us. And now I would like to invite guest Shubham Rastogi. Sir, can you please unmute yourself and let us know three things about you?
Uh, Hi all. So I am already a Toastmaster. So I'm associated like with the Noida plus a Toastmaster. So I decided to like join this like this a meeting like in okay. So like in order to like in order to get the flavor of a different club. So that is why.
Thank you, Shubham sir, for joining us. And we would love to have you, the Toastmaster from the other club, who join us and give us motivation to conduct such meetings. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now we'd like to invite guest Mahesh. Okay. And last but not the least, I would like to invite guest Vidish sir. He's the past member of our club. Over to you, Vidish sir.
Hello, and thank you so much, Mukul, for giving me this opportunity again to introduce myself. As you have already said, that I have been a member of this club for past couple of years, and just like one of our members said that he joined in to explore the flavor of some another club. I joined today to explore the flavor of my own club after a long time, and it's such a good feeling connecting with you all today. All the very best for today's meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Vidish sir, for joining us today. And I hope I have done with the guest. If anyone is missing, please raise the hand or just join us the stage. Guest Mahesh, if you could hear us, please unmute and introduce about yourself. There is one more guest.
Guest Arun left. Mukul, guest Arun left.
Yeah. Arun, please introduce yourself. Arun sir, can you please hear us and just introduce yourself? Okay, no worries, no worries. Nonetheless, we have covered all of the guests. So if you feel to introduce yourself in between of the meeting, kindly do so. So we have lots of guests in today's meeting. It's great. It's like great to have such so many guests today. So I request every Toastmaster kindly have a big round of applause for every guest who come on stage and just introduce themselves. So I request everyone kindly give a big round of applause for every guest. Thank you, thank you. So that's end with my role. So now I would like to hand over this Toastmaster Manoj. Toastmaster Manoj is the host of the meeting who will move forward this meeting till the end of the meeting, and he's going to talk about a very interesting theme. Let me think something, and he will also talk about the reason being to choosing this theme because he have a very good idea about having this theme. Toastmaster Manoj is currently area director of the area C3, area C5. He are having the three clubs under him. Before this, he is a past president of the Pink City Toastmaster Club. So I request everyone kindly have a good session with Toastmaster Manoj. Over to you, Toastmaster Manoj. Thank you.
Thank you, Mukul. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once again, good morning all. And I believe this has become the slogan of Toastmasters, that am I audible? Jokes apart, a very warm welcome to everyone in the first ever hybrid meeting of Pink City Toastmasters Club. And it's my pleasure to be the Toastmaster of the day in the first hybrid meeting and the first physical meeting for the members present in this room 2021. After a long time, we are having our first physical meeting and making it hybrid for the people who cannot attend here. So on Friday, when Mukul asked me to take up any role, and he did not let me with a lot of options, he just said leader or Toastmaster of the day. Obviously, I had to choose the Toastmaster of the day. And on Saturday morning, Prakash, our co-VP Ed, asked me what will be the theme of this meeting. Please let me think something, give me some time. So I wrote, let me think something. And Dharam Prakash thought that this is the theme of the meeting, let me think something. So that's why today I am here with the theme, let me think something, which was actually not the theme of the meeting, but now it is. So then I thought that when I have to think something regarding this theme, why not I should make you all think something? So I have choose this theme and I'll make, not only I'll think myself, I have thought already that what I'll make you think. So here I am today to make you think something now. So I'll start with some questions. It's somewhat like quiz. I'll ask you people some questions. So people who are online will raise your hands, and people who are offline sitting in front of me will also raise their hands, and I'll ask them that questions. So my first question is very simple. You don't need to think a lot on that. So my first question is, can you drop an egg on a concrete floor without breaking it? So please raise your hand who want to answer. Okay, Eksha is there physically. So is there anyone? Two participants raise the hand. Okay. So who are they? No, I can't. Yes. It's Mahesh, Sadaf, and Vidit. So first of all, as Mahesh has not introduced himself, so I request Mahesh to unmute and reply on this question. Yes, Mahesh, please.
He's facing some network issue. He left the meeting.
Okay, then I request Vidit to please answer this question.
So, Manojji, the question was that can I leave or can I throw the egg on the concrete without breaking it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if it is not a real egg, then yes, my answer is yes.
No, how? The question was how. Okay, now I'll request Eksha.
Okay, I would just place it. I would just place it. I will not drop it.
No. The question was very clear. How can you drop the egg without breaking it? So I'll request Eksha to answer this.
Okay.
Exactly. I was not asking that egg will break. I said without breaking it. So concrete floors are pretty tough to break. So if you will drop just an egg on the concrete floor is not going to break. So kudos for Eksha for the So one more. Okay, imagine that Monica is standing behind Manali, and Manali is also standing behind Monica. So how is it possible? Anyone present in offline? Anyone present online? Please raise your hand. I repeat my question. Monica is standing behind Manali, and Manali is standing behind Monica. So how it will happen?
Can I?
Yeah, please.
Yes. So, okay. So if you like look from the front, Monica stands, okay. So Monica, okay. So Monica is, like standing behind Manali. But if you look from the back, Manali is the one who is like standing right
No, please.
behind Monica.
Okay, I request Gunjan to please answer this. She has raised her hand.
Sir, if they are standing horizontally, then it can be said they are behind each other.
I do not got you. Please repeat.
Sir, if they are sitting like Manali is sitting on the left and
Okay.
the other one is sitting on the right.
No, that's not the correct answer. Anyone else? Eksha, the smart lady. I can guess. They are standing back. Yeah, that's correct. They are standing back to back. They are both standing back to back. They both are behind each other. So both are behind each other.
Wonder.
Who said that?
Me. I mean, it's,
Wonderful.
yeah, it's me, Shubham.
Huh?
Shubham this side. Yeah.
Okay. So moving ahead. So first, let me tell you how this meeting goes on generally. Co-host Mukul is already co-host. Okay. So I was little distracted. I was not expecting someone, but someone has appeared in the classroom. So please welcome Toastmaster Abhishek, our VP in the physical meeting, who has came a long distance from the quota to attend this meeting. Okay. So coming back to the performer of the meeting is that we go with some prepared speeches, and after that we go for the table topic, which is the most interesting session of any Toastmasters meeting. I'm skipping the things because it's a long time. I haven't been the Toastmaster of the day and physically present in the meeting. So, and the third session is of evaluation session, in which general evaluator comes up and introduce his or her evaluators and the auxiliary role players. So I request general evaluator to please come up on the virtual stage and introduce auxiliary role players and evaluators, please. Okay, he is not coming virtually, he is coming up physically. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Varshit on the stage.
And good morning, everyone who's attending this meeting virtually from wherever they are. It's a great pleasure to have all of you and people who were able to make to the physical meeting. Moving on with my particular group, I hope I'm audible from this distance.
Varshit, you are not much audible. Varshit, you are not much audible. Kindly, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Is the audio clear now? Clearer?
Yeah, just come near to speaker, then it will be more audible. Yeah.
All right, perhaps this seems to be an ideal position to have a conversation with both the offline and the online meeting. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mukul, for proofreading the scenario there. Okay, all said and done. Let me introduce myself. I'm the general evaluator of today's meeting. So in a Toastmasters meeting, what we believe is we grow by practice and improve by feedback. And as a general evaluator, my particular role is going to be making sure that I let's say evaluate the entire meeting in its whole, aside from the starting of a meeting as well as the meeting arrangements, and provide specific feedback to anybody who has not been given any particular feedback towards the end of the meeting, to make sure that everybody gets critical pointers which they could use to improve and improve upon their current position in future. With me, there is a fantastic team of auxiliary role players. By auxiliary role players are people who are evaluating the entire meeting along with me, but focusing on one particular critical dimension of public speaking, may it be grammar, vocabulary, or filler words. And for that, I have a fantastic team of role players who will be conducting that role. So without further wait, let me invite the timer of today's meeting, Toastmaster Ajay, to come forward and introduce his role. So Toastmaster Ajay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Barshit. And good afternoon, good morning, every Toastmaster and guest. And for today meeting, I am the timer of the meeting, and I will my role as a timer to keep the record of timing taken by speaker, evaluator, and table topic master. I will count the time of every speakers, and I will show the green card at 5 minutes. I will show the yellow card at 6 minutes. I will show the red card at 7 minutes. And also I will show in chat box green, yellow, and red. And in table topic master, I will show the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. And in evaluation section, I will show the green card at 2 minutes. I will show the yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes. And every speaker have 30 seconds extra to wrap up your time, wrap up your speech and evaluation. And over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster. I hope you will be able to coordinate with the online and offline setting. It's going to be quite a bit of a challenge, nonetheless. Please ensure to not forget the chat box, because the majority of the people are in the online setting. They would not be able to see the cards as expected. That's it. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ajay. So let's move on to the second auxiliary role play of today's meeting, and that would be played by Toastmaster Iksha as the counter of today's meeting. So Toastmaster Iksha, please come onto the stage, and with a big round of applause, please everyone welcome Toastmaster Iksha onto the stage.
Okay, good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Today I will play the role of AHA counter. But before that, let me explain what is the impact of being an AHA counter. So, actually, I couldn't come last time because I was late. Hey, I couldn't come last time, but definitely will catch up. Which sentence is better? Of course, the first one, right?
Okay.
Come on, don't satisfy your ego every time. So, what makes the first sentence a bad sentence? The unnecessary sounds, the repetitive words, you're not being direct. So today I'm going to help you point out these unnecessary sounds and words so that your speech and your conversation becomes more direct. You can send across your message in an interesting way, and it saves time. So I will present my report at the end of the session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, counter Toastmaster Iksha. So I believe everybody would be able to keep precautions and minimize their filler words and any other such sounds. Otherwise, Toastmaster Iksha will keep discipline you towards the end of the meeting. That's it. Let me invite the third and final auxiliary role play in today's meeting, which is the grammarian of today's meeting. So let me invite Toastmaster Shubham to come forward and play the role of grammarian. Toastmaster Shubham.
So first of all, very good morning to all of you. And thank you, Toastmaster Barshit, to offer me the live stage. So being a grammarian, I'll be having the three key roles. First one is to introduce the word of the day to our club, which is bonhomie, which means happiness, cheerful friendliness, and geniality. The word can be used in the sentence as the Toastmaster of the day wanted to facilitate bonhomie among the new members. My second role will be to watch out all the mispronunciations, the grammatical errors, and the incorrect uses of words. And my third task will be to note down the interesting words and the interesting quotes used during the meeting. That's all from my side. And thank you, Toastmaster Rashid.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shubham. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shubham, for introducing the role of grammarian. I believe you should be also able to put the word of the day into the chat box so that we can revise it multiple times and use it. Let me rephrase and emphasize a particular custom we have in Toastmasters Club. So every time any person is going to use the word of the day, we congratulate them for their effort by making sure that we show them a customized thumbs up in both in real and virtual environment. So it will be great if everybody shows that to show their appreciation for people who have the mental awareness and aptitude to be able to accommodate the word of the day in their own speeches. That's it. Let me bring back onto the stage our Toastmaster of the day. I myself will be returning towards the end of the meeting with the evaluators as well as the auxiliary role plays, as well as my own evaluation of the meeting. But for that, it has to wait. Before that, let me invite Toastmaster Manoj, Toastmaster of the day, to on the floor once again.
Thank you. Thank you, Arshad. So, bonhomie was actually the word we needed right now, because the bonhomie which we feel in the physical meeting was not present in the online meetings. So thank you, grammarian of the day, for choosing such a nice word. So coming back to the meeting, today I'm going to make you think a lot. So I'm going to give you a situation, a small story sort of thing, and you have to answer my questions. So Varshit was trapped in a room in which there were only 2 doors and a small hole of 6 inches. So obviously he had to get out of that room, and it is not possible for him to get out of from that 6 inches hole. And the 2 doors which were available to go out from that room, behind one door was a hungry lion from couple of days. I'm not saying from couple of months, I'm saying couple of days. And behind another door was a big magnifying glass which could convert the heat of the sun on such a high temperature that anyone will go out from that room will die. So how will Varshit escape from that room now? Choose the wrong person for this question. So okay, I change the person. Let it be Eksha. Okay, fine. So how Eksha will escape from that room now? Okay. No, I'm. That's why I have choose people from the physical meeting, because they have already escaped. Now they don't want to sit in their homes and attend the meeting. Come again? Why do you want to escape from them? Because you're locked in that room. You don't have any food, water. So ultimately, you have to get out of that room. Now you are trapped in that room. No, you are not having internet. Now you have to learn. Okay. So anyone want to answer from online?
Yes, he will get out of the room from the door where the lion was there, because he was hungry just for 2 days, not for 2 months, as you said.
Yeah, so hungry lion who is hungry from 2 days will not eat anyone. Let him go. Let her go. Despite being hungry for a couple of days.
Yes.
3-4 days maybe. Okay, I have.
Why should we magnify the hole using the magnifying glass
from 6 inch to 6 feet and
No, that is not possible now because magnifying glass is fitted somewhere else, which is outside that gate, and because of that, there is so much heat in that.
Just one question.
Yeah.
Is lion?
Manoj, hi.
Yes.
That's why I said that the lion is hungry from couple of days. It has not died because of hunger.
Manoj,
Yes.
hello.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Varshit can move out of the room in the night. Like when there will be no sunlight, a magnifying glass won't do anything.
Yes, that's the answer. Varshit will wait and will check from that 6-inch hole that when the night will come, Varshit will go out from that room, that gate in which there is magnifying glass, because at night there is no sun to kill him. Okay. How to do that? Please, will anyone come over here and do that? Okay, so now it is more interesting to see all of you present on the online also, and hopefully you will also be able to see the physical ones. No? Why don't you if anyone is having meeting on the mobile, they can face it that side also. Yeah.
Allow us to excuse, they are setting the cameras properly so that we can see the member who all are presented offline.
Okay, guys, apologies for the interruption. I was trying to set up the room so that you can see the people present in the physical meeting, but because it's getting echo, We all are learning how to do the hybrid meeting by hit and trial methods as well. So I hope Okay, so coming back to the meeting, so we have our next session as a prepared speech session. But today, as we are having one unexpected speaker also, so we will take him after the table topic session. So right now I want to invite our first speaker of the day in the first hybrid meeting, Toastmaster Manali. But before that, I want to invite her evaluator, Toastmaster Monica, to please read out the objectives of Toastmaster Manali's speech. Toastmaster Monica.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj, and good morning to one and all present here. To those I can see, and to all others I cannot. The purpose of the project for Toastmaster Manali's speech is the purpose is for the member to identify his or her primary leadership style or styles and to share some aspect of his or her primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. So wish you very all the best, Toastmaster Manali. Back to you, Toastmaster Manoj.
What is the title of Manali's speech?
Can I start?
Just a second. What is the title of your speech, Manali?
Long-term vision.
Okay, so I invite Toastmaster Manali for her speech. Long-term vision, Toastmaster Manali, long-term vision. Welcome on the virtual stage.
Thank you, Toastmasters Manoj. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So, long-term vision. A leader is seen as someone who sets the path in an effort to influence people to adhere those paths. Leadership is an action, not just a position. It can be shown via different people in various situations. A person is not born to be a leader, but cultured through the upbringing and environment. When I say word CEO, what's the first thing that pops to your mind? Do you ever feel like you're running in circles and not growing your business? Yes, you're serving your clients and getting queries. That big website update has been continually pushed to the back burner, or find yourself working that email template every time you send it to our client. Well, it's time to step into the CEO mind within your business. Well, friends, that's how leaders think. And as Steve Jobs said it once, you can't connect the dots looking forward. I repeat, you can't connect the dots looking forward. And that's what makes so much sense. It will be hard and difficult to do what you love. But if you don't give up and keep moving forward, one day you will look back and see that it was worth it. According to CEO mindset, which means that you understand there are so many ways to build a successful business. Yes, to build a successful business. But you take the time to find the way that fits your life and your dreams well. With all the noise out there lately, it's so easy to get caught up in what industry friends are doing and posting about on social media. Or social media, a big disaster. However, I think it's important to take some time away from the noise, get quiet, and really time to figure out what is that you see as a running successful business. As a woman, we tend to play small, but I invite you to think big, write down ideas, get come to the mind without letting your brain filter them through what it thinks to possible or daunting or scary. If you have ability to convince other,
with their manner of speech and action, then the possibilities of success are limitless. Yes, limitless. Touching lies and affecting the outcome of many different expectations. Like example, a very big example, a teacher is the epitome of a leader. A leader has his or own style of motivating people in the organization or wherever they are working, or it might be any education institution or whatever it is. They must find best skills in order to provide directions, motivation, and purposes. Effective leaders are flexible and were identified as either relationship oriented or task oriented. Even I also need to figure out the leader icon. Yes, I do not follow any leader icon or any popular leaders or politicians or any motivational speaker. Yes, I just follow myself and just be yourself. And also, I believe you should follow or may develop a fact that that you what works for someone else might not probably work for you, and that's a true fact that might not work for me as well, because each and every individual present here is unique, very unique and different to each other, and there's only the hit and trial method available to find the best fit. Yes, hit and trial method. I like what Tim Ferriss said once: you are the average of your top 5 friends that you hang out the most. I repeat, you are the average of your top 5 friends that you hang out the most. And that's really how it is. So surround yourself with the great people. So surround yourself with the great people. Opening myself up to the others and influence people through my ideas and my behavior, rather than through the use of my position, power, or fine simply by the demonstration of my skill. I'll show trust in the people and work on the consideration factor even further. In other words, you need to know what's your competitive advantage and use it wisely, smartly, carefully, in proper manner. Leadership is not easy, my friends. You have to take hand in hand all together. Leadership is just an art of leading a group of people or organizations and maybe influencing others to follow that direction. It may be defined as a position held by an individual in a group. A leader is responsible for guiding a group of employees from small to big. Age doesn't matter, number doesn't matter. It's just the experience which help you grow and the learning spirit to learn day by day, and developing and implementing timeline for this team to reach the goal should be always agenda. Yes, timeline is a very important key word which we need to keep in mind. And at the end, I'll say, don't make it more difficult for yourself that it has to be. It's like a driving a car and switching lanes every few minutes. And the funny part is that you won't get to your destination that much faster. So pick your battles wisely. Pick your battles wisely. Thank you. Over to you.
Manoj sir, you are not audible.
Okay, now I'm not mute. So congratulations, Manali, for such a beautiful speech, and a big round of applause for her. So coming back to the theme of the meeting, and let me make you people think once again. So the question now is, what are the 2 alphabets? What are the 2 alphabets which people love to listen most? Anything else?
Me.
No. Anyone from online? Let me see. No hands raised. No hands raised from anyone online. So No. It's very close to Varshit, what Varshit answering. It is also a right answer, but there is one more answer. CD.
The CD, who listens to CD these days?
That's why I said Varshit is also having the right answer. So the answer is DJ or CD. So the two alphabets which people love to listen most are CD or DJs. Okay. Okay, so with that, I want to invite. Who is the tabletop master? I'm not having in my hand. Okay, so now I want to invite Toastmaster Kirti for the table topic session, which is the most interesting session of any Toastmasters meeting. So the virtual stage is all yours, Toastmaster Kirti.
So once again, good morning, Toastmasters and guests. So I am Kirti and I am your table topic master of the day. For the benefit of guests, let me explain what the table topic section is. This is the section of the meeting in which all the members and guests are free to volunteer themselves to speak upon a topic which is unknown to them. They have to speak on it for a limited time or somewhere like 1 to 2 minutes. The purpose of table topics is to develop impromptu speaking skills in the participants. I am here for the same. I'll be helping you in developing these skills by asking for a volunteer to come upon the stage and speak upon a topic. So there will be a limited timing for speaking on it. The timer will show green card at 1 minute, which is a qualifying time, before which you will be disqualified. He will show yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds and red card at 2 minutes. You'll have 30 seconds grace period to wrap up your speech. So that's all. So we are going to have a very great and enthusiastic session today. So now I would like to ask for the first volunteer who would like to come up on the stage and speak a topic given by me. Who would like to volunteer first?
You can raise the hand. If anyone wants to volunteer, you can raise the hand. Kirti, I can see guest Pratyush.
Okay. Guest Pratyush, your topic is why so serious? Your topic is why so serious?
Why so serious? Because I have something in my mind. I am thinking right now that I have to complete a project. If I will not be serious about it, then how will be I able to complete my project? Seriousness is sometimes necessary for some goals or for achieving achieving the point you want to achieve in your life. Yes, each and every one of us are serious, but what changes from people to people is that seriousness is in my face, but that seriousness is not on your face, table topic master. That's the difference that makes you different from me. Yes, I am serious right now because I am giving a table topics, and you are also serious while you will be delivering your or explain your role, and that will be also shown on your face. Right now you are smiling because I am giving a speech that you are able to understand, But if I am not serious from within and I will just let it go and keep on blabbering and saying this and that, then I will see the seriousness on your face as well, because at that time you will understand that he is not able to take the topic to the next level. That is why seriousness is very necessary. But when you become a master on something or you become experienced on something, then while doing that thing, seriousness will be within you, but it will be not on your face. So each and everyone are serious of us are serious, but the difference is it is in my face and it is in not on the face of experienced Toastmasters like Toastmaster Mukul Karwal I can see here. Thank you, and back to you, Table Topic Master.
I request you all to please have a great round of applause for him. Wonderful speech. You were just like throwing question after question on me, but it was wonderful. So, who would like to come upon the stage next? Is there anyone? From guests?
I request guests kindly take the participation table topic section, is especially for guests.
Yes, you can choose Lokesh Sharma.
Yeah.
Kirti, guest Ankit is raising hand. First,
Okay.
take the guest Ankit. After that, you can take guest Lokesh.
Okay. So, guest Ankit, your topic is describe a day with yourself. Your topic is describe a day with yourself.
Okay, thank you, Kirti, for giving me this opportunity. A day with myself is okay. So in the morning, I wake up and I used to go to gym after jogging. Then I come back to home. Then I open my laptop and start my project. So after that, because I cannot keep working and working, so I get bored. So I usually take my bike and I take a round of outside. Then I come back. Then I sleep, because being a freelancer give you this opportunity to work on your own terms and on your own time. So I take a nap for like 2-3 hours. Then I wake up in the evening. Then I continue my project. And after my work is done, then I go out and have some. I hang out with my friends. I come back and then I again take leave for like 8 hours or 9 hours. So this is a very short and simple day which which I used to have like all day long. I think that's all from my side.
Okay, okay. Great, great. So you have very well explained your day with yourself. So who would like to come upon the stage next? Is there any raise hands?
You can choose Lokesh now, I guess.
Guest Lokesh.
Good afternoon, everyone. Here, this is Lokesh.
Yeah, sure. Welcome, guest Lokesh. So, topic is crying, a sign of weakness or strength.
Can you please repeat that?
Yeah, sure. Your topic is crying, a sign of weakness or strength.
Okay. Thank you for sharing this topic. So, crying, is it a sign of weakness or strength? So, science says usually that when tear comes from the left eye, it's a sign of happiness, and from the right eye, it's a sign of sorrow. Can be said as a weakness as well. But as per my opinion, definitely, if you're crying for something, you have something you have some either you are happy or sad, you have some strong opinion that might have affected you. So yes, if it is a strong thing that might have affected you, I guess it is a strength sign of strength for my side, uh, whatever the reason may be, but I think that it is a sign of strength from my side. I like to conclude here.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Don't have a lack in having applause for the new guests. So, who is the next one? Who is the next one? Guest Arjit, would you like to come?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, your topic is what gets you excited about life?
What gets me? Mhm. Can you repeat again? Just network
Yeah,
connection
yeah, sure.
issues.
Your topic is what gets you excited about your life?
Can you give me 1 minute, please, for thinking?
It's only 1 minute to speak upon this topic. You can say anything, what you like in your life, doing these things or that things. You can say anything.
Many times, generally I'm doing trading many times. So I thought that stock are going upward and outward. So as my thinking, when it goes upward, as I think it should be go upward direction, then and it happens in another day, then these things excited me a lot.
You can add more things.
No, enough.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So, have a huge round of applause for guest Aritrit. I applaud for come for letting you to come upon the stage and breaking your ice to speak on a random topic. It's not a it's not a small thing to come suddenly on a stage and speak on something. So, who would like to come next? From any member?
You can invite guest Akshita left, guest Akshita, guest Myra.
Guest Akshita, would you like to come? Guest Pratyush, guest Arpit.
Yeah, I would like to come.
Yeah, who is there?
Arpit.
Oh, yeah, sure. So, Arpit, your topic is negativity behind the word positive these days. Your topic is negativity behind the word positive these days.
I was not I'm not able to understand. Can you please tell me something more?
Yeah, we are feeling like we used to feel like positive is a symbol of something positive, but we are feeling a lot of negative things behind the word positive. So, can you explain what is your perception about this?
I'm just not able to get the topic.
Kirti, you can choose the topic if you have the topic with you.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I'll give you another topic.
Yeah.
Did you like cartoons when you were a kid?
Yeah, I still watch some.
Yeah, sure. Then this is the topic made for you. Which cartoon character do you like to compare your childhood with and why?
Okay, that's an interesting question. Um, I, I think, yeah, I think like there was a cartoon called Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if you are aware about that. So it is a cartoon which basically it basically deals with people evolving themselves at every stage of their life. So I relate myself with like there's a person which there's a character called Goku which I really love. So he's a person who is suppose happy, who is the leader in his family. He continuously evolves himself at the like whenever there like it's basically a villain and a hero kind of a show. So whenever villains used to come on the show, he just used to upgrade himself to go to his next better stage, and that is what I feel that I've done myself in my throughout my childhood. I used to evolve myself. I still am wanting myself to evolve myself as the time requires. So that is what I relate with him. That at every stage of life you need to evolve yourself because situations need you to evolve and upgrade yourself, and that is what I relate about him, and I feel that he is my kind of character.
Great, great, great. Okay, so I have the last topic. Who would like to come? Don't hide behind the screens. Please come upon the stage and speak.
Toastmaster Vishnu raised the hand.
Okay, so Toastmaster Vishnu, your topic is do mistakes and learn or learn from others' mistakes.
No, first of all, good morning, everybody. I've always been a great advocate of the latter option because I'm always afraid of taking the first time. I'm the last one who steps on to the silver platter. So I've always believed if you can, then always learn from others' mistake and a first-hand experience. There's nothing that can beat a first-hand experience. That's a must do, and that's it, I guess.
You can add something more.
Okay, suppose there's a lot that we learn from movies, I guess. So suppose like in relationships, we always think that what we see in movies are what we see in movies is actually right, but there are times when when the practical is completely different. So it's very important to have a first-hand experience when it comes to matters like relationships.
So have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Vishnu. Please don't lag in this. Okay, so as we have a very short life, so we don't have that much time to do all the mistakes by ourselves. We can learn the lessons from others' mistakes as well. So that's how I complete my session here, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Kirti, for such a wonderful table topic session. You had some really great topics. Varshit, can you please come over here and do the needful? Okay, done. So as I said that I'm going to ask you a lot of questions, and today we are having this meeting in a little different form, that we will be having one more prepared speech. But before that, I want to ask one more question. And the question is a person said that I'm so old that I'm 600 times older than a relative of mine. Is it possible or he was lying? I repeat my question. A person said, I'm so old that I'm older than my relative 600 times. Is he was lying or is it possible?
Sir, can you repeat?
Possible. Yes. Okay. Ajay is saying possible. Is there anyone who is also raising his hand?
So there is a request to repeat the question.
Okay, I repeat the question. A man said that I am so old that I am 600 times older than some of my relatives. Is it possible or is he was lying? दिन में रात में कर लेंगे अगर आप बोलोगे तो हाँ someone in the physical meeting is saying that it is possible, but there is no hand raise from online. So I give chance to Ajay first to please explain how is it possible.
Yes, sir. If his relative age is 10 days old, then he is absolutely 600 times his age.
Okay.
If someone is 10 years or 10, if someone age is
No, give me the exact age of that person and that.
Oh, sorry, sir. This is mathematically 600 is around 2 years. What are you talking about? No,
It's a simple solution. A kid is of 1 month and the person, the grandfather is of 50 years. It is 600 times.
Yeah. You have calculated.
So I made it easier. Why did you wanted to calculate in days?
Because it's easy, right? 1 day, 600 days, 2 years.
But 1 month, 50 years is more easier. Well, I give you the opportunity to think, but there is different perspective of everyone, so people think differently. So with that, I want to invite our next prepared speaker, Toastmaster Abhishek. But before inviting Toastmaster Abhishek, I want to invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Varshit, once again for his evaluation. Toastmaster Varshit, please.
Well, thank you very much, Toastmaster Manoj. All of us will be reporting our general evaluation. Nonetheless, a very congratulations, Toastmaster Abhishek, for coming such a long way to Jaipur to attend just this online meeting itself. Offline hybrid meeting. My apologies, I've been used to and have typically favored the online format. Nonetheless, Toastmaster Abhishek will be giving his speech today, and the purpose of his project statement is to practice writing and delivering speech that inspires others. And the goal for him would be to inspire the audience present in today's meeting. So very big best of luck to Toastmaster Abhishek, and we look forward to your speech.
So I want to invite Toastmaster Abhishek on the physical stage where leaders are made. Toastmaster Abhishek, where leaders are made.
Can I start? How many of you wants to become a great leader, online and offline? I think most of them. Manoj sir, don't you want to? Okay. I think most of them wants to be a great leader.
But to become a great leader, you need a good amount of resources. Good morning, Toastmasters present in online and offline meetings. There is an organization where you are going to become a leader. In that organization, once you do your job, you get a feedback. If you are giving a one-line sentence, you will get a feedback that you can improve it from this. From becoming a zero to hero, you must be a triathlete. And here we are. Let me tell you with an example. Suppose I just came to an organization to learn something. The story is Toastmasters Manoj decided to come to IPS Business School. Abhishek, you can speak without paper. Okay. Manoj sir decided to come to IPS Business School to conduct hybrid meeting. Abhishek, you can free your hands. You can use your hands. Suddenly he got to know that it is locked and we have to get our venue finalized. Abhishek, you can do eye contact with everyone. When you decided, but there is some technical glitches. Oh my God. Abhishek, you can do some vocal varieties. Although there were some technical glitches, but at the end we are here for the hybrid meeting, the first hybrid meeting today. From zero to hero, you are here. You are. It is an organization having more than 300,000 members all over 145 countries. This is the only organization where you will get the feedback after your every task. Yes, it is a Toastmasters International. It is an organization where you can join any club all over the world. If you are in India, you can be a part of United States, one of the club. You will get some chances to become leader at club level, at area level, division level, or at even district level. It is an organization where you can become a true leader. So all the guests present here we are, the Toastmasters Club, Pink City Toastmasters Club, where true leaders are met. And TI always says, Toastmasters, where leaders are met. Over to you, Manoj sir.
Thank you, Abhishek. And congratulations for attempting your L3P1, right? Okay. So we had this speech from Abhishek, for which he came all through from Kota to deliver this speech physically after such a long time. Excuse me. Now, before going to the third session of evaluation, I want to ask you all one more question. And I'm not going to ask you a simple question that how many days are there in 1 year? Is someone going to answer me that? Shubham? Any year? Any year? So see, people are not ready to answer me the correct answer that how many days are there in a year. They are saying 365 days. They are asking which year. That if they said that it is a leap year, they'll say 360 days. No, it's not that. There are 365 days, 365.25 days in a year. That's why we have a leap year. in every 4 years?
I guess teamwork let me think. But you all made us think.
Yeah, that's why only I should think. You know, what is the word of that day? Bonhomie. So as per that word, we all are friends. We want to be happy. So I want everyone to be with me. So that's why I choose this theme and let you people also think a lot. So the question now is, a driver is going in a wrong side. He is having license and he is going in the wrong way, and a policeman approaches him, but let him go. It does not challenge him, does not punish him. Why? Shubham want to answer. Is there anyone in the...
It's so simple.
Yeah, Shubham, please.
Because the question statement is the driver was going to the wrong side.
Yeah.
But you didn't mention that he is going with the car.
No, I didn't mention. He might be on bike, he might be on car, he
No,
might
the driver is
be...
going to the wrong side, so there is no coordinate error.
Exactly. It is driver who is going the wrong side. It is not he is on in his...
He must have drive.
He must...
Have drive the...
No. No, he haven't drive. Yeah, Indian mentality that drive and go. But that too comes, he had to pay something as penalty. This way or that way. So he does not...
Just mention challan. So
Whatever.
any which way we...
When you had to pay even 100 rupees, that counts something. And the integrity is the important thing in Toastmasters athletes. So
Okay, but without car, how a person become a driver?
he is a driver, but he is not driving the car at that time or any vehicle at that time. He is going pedestrian. Okay, so with that, I want to start the third session of the day, which is the evaluation session. And for that, I want to invite Toastmaster Varshit once again to come up on the stage and take the charge. Toastmaster Varshit, please.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, for inviting me back for the third session. So let me just paraphrase the importance of this particular session. You guys have already seen how the prepared speech section looks like. The speaker come forward and prepare a speech and deliver it. Thereafter, there was an impromptu speech section led by a table topic master, Toastmaster Kirti, where speakers came up and they were given impromptu topics. But now is really the time where they would be providing critical feedback, so particularly the prepared speakers, that they can so that their pros and cons can be pointed out to all of the audience, and all of us can learn about the specific goods and bads about public speaking and incorporate that too into our future settings and speeches. So without further ado, let me invite first the prepared speech sections evaluators. For that, let me invite Toastmaster Monica as the first evaluator in today's session, evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Manali. So we can applause to Toastmaster Manali.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varshit, and congratulations, Toastmaster Manali, for successful completion of your project level 2, project 1. So regarding your today's speech, I would say your speech today was engaging and entertaining. It was clear throughout the time you were speaking. Tone, volume, and speed were all according to both online and offline setup. There was a perfect synchronization of gestures, body movement, and eye contact. As per these criteria, your speech today was feast for the eyes. It seems you rehearsed well and you were completely at ease with the audience throughout the time you were speaking. Voice modulation you used was also very commendable. Moving toward the content of your speech, as I heard, there was a crisp start. You used a lot of quotes and many inspirational ideas in your speech that made your speech even more impactful and convincing. Few of your ideas, like your average of top 5 friends you hang out with and ability to convince others, are worth noted down. Coming towards the recommendations part, According to me, one big miss out is that you didn't mention anything about various leadership styles in general and your personal leadership style in particular. That was the core purpose of this project. For this, I can suggest that you should go through the educational material provided with each and every project before preparing the speech. It will surely help you to achieve the purpose of the project more precisely in your future endeavors. Overall, your speech today was interesting and involving. Just by working little more on recommendation part, you can do wonders as you are already a great speaker. Kudos to you for this great attempt. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Varshan.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Monica, for a very well-structured evaluation. I believe everyone in the audience might have taken something valuable from it. Just a friendly reminder, it's best to go through your project objectives in detail to be sure and certain that your speech is aligned with the final objective. And this is a recommendation to each and every member who will be who is planning to deliver a prepared speech in the future in our club. That's it. Now let me invite the second evaluator for the prepared speech section. That would be me myself, for evaluating the role of evaluating the prepared speech of Toastmaster Abhishek. So here I go in that particular role. So Toastmaster Abhishek, congratulations for delivering your speech today. It was a hard challenge given they had a lot of juggling to do and we were unable to make it to on time. But nonetheless, you were able to get to the venue despite a couple of challenges you faced. Kudos for that. To start deliver your speech. Your project speech was about inspiration and inspiring the audience in general. So in that particular note, you took up your entire theme to be centered around Toastmasters International, which is perhaps a very exemplary example of a leadership in its own kind. You started your speech with a particular question, and that is a good way to get started. And while people were not able to respond, perhaps due to distance between the online and offline setting, you go around and pointed out people and asked them to encourage and discuss to create a more jubilant environment among the speakers present around here to keep the conversation going and reduces any kind of awkward pauses that might arise from it. You were using a couple of good words and phrases, for example, zero to hero, which are commendable to be using in this setting. But now I might want to point out some specific challenges where you had missed out. Perhaps first of all, it's perhaps noted by everyone that the speech wasn't up to the time limit, and a timer would probably be able to give us specific detail about it in the next section of the evaluation. Nonetheless, perhaps it would be better off to practice your speech with time limit without saying the time, so that you are more comfortable without being prompted the exact time that where you stand in the time settings. This is very important in a lot of places where you may not never necessarily be pointed out the exact time. Apart from that, you were still struggling with the typical periodic pauses you have, that you speak for a certain frame of time and you take a pause, despite it may not having any real meaning in that particular setting to have a pause. A pause may be used as an end of a sentence or for a dramatic effect. But in your particular scenario, the pauses were coming out at fixed interval, as if displaying some sort of a vocal poor habit. And this is something I would want to recommend to work upon by practicing more and more tongue twisters. The structure of the speech was somewhat lacking. One big pitfall I might want to focus upon is that you were a lot focused towards the online audience. Now I can understand there's a more critical mass there with more members present. Nonetheless, to be ignoring the current audience physically present in this room is not such a good etiquette, as well as to be in a hybrid setting. So it would be worthwhile to have both online and offline presence to keep all of the audience encouraged. I might not want to say that the speech was a bit more too philosophical in that sense, and a little bit of concrete example. You were assuming people know about Toastmasters International. It kind of does, because people are from Toastmasters International. Nonetheless, it would be worthwhile to provide more tangible examples about why it's a leadership, or maybe they'll just share the story of Ralph ultimately and explain how the organization came into be. But it would be worthwhile to be more philosophical. Overall, the objective was to inspire the audience, and regardless of the timing capacity, I would have to say that you should be repeating this speech, because overall, to be very honest, this speech did lack an inspiration component and was perhaps on the more cliche and treated side of the things. So with that, I would like to request you to repeat the speech in the future and perhaps come with more inspiring material to make to excite both the live and the online audience. That's it. Thank you very much, and I will be returning back to my general evaluation shoes. All right. Thank you myself.